Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. After a 2-week hiatus, we finally got the group back around the table for another episode of our Carrion Crown run-through. But first, don't forget to head on over to iTunes or Google Play or whatever platform you're listening to and leave us that 5-star review. It really helps out the show. And now, enjoy episode 8 of the Carrion Crown, the Town Hall Summons.
Am I supposed to read this other part, or am I not supposed to read it? Because I see the manual of the Order of Palpatine here.
We'll address that later on.
Okay.
Order of Palpatine?
Not Palpatine.
Palatine.
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 Like Palatine?
My bloody Palatine.
Oh, my blood. That was a good little 3D movie.
All right, who's ready to play?
Let's do it.
I just need to remember what I was doing.
I'm ready to play.
All right.
I got my pencil. We're good.
Nick, you look fancy with the collared shirt.
Thank you.
He wears one all the time, right?
Not all the time.
Oh.
Just whenever I feel like it.
Just when he feels
So
like,
much you notice.
feels like being a boss. We ready?
Wear tux next time.
Eric, how you doing over there?
I think I'm ready. Yes. Okay.
I confirm for myself I am ready. Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast, episode 5 of the Carrion Crown, and with me, the Hard Slingers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 8.
And I would like to
Yay.
raise our drinks and toast to our newest Hard Slinger, Eric of Bremerton, Washington, who has joined our Patreon. This episode of the Carrion Crown is dedicated to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Eric.
Does he spell with a C or a K?
It's a C. Touch your own bottles over there. So, if anyone dies tonight, send your warmest regards to Eric. You should be receiving your gold doubloon and pick in the mail shortly. Glad to have you on board. The Doctor.
Oh, yeah. He was hungover.
Dude, that's a good transition. Eric to Eric.
Uh-huh.
It's a different kind of Eric. The Doctor. You groggily wake up. Got this smegma in the corner of your mouth. Your mask is slightly askew as you see the morning light peeking through one of the lenses. As you slowly come to, you notice there are books strewn all about the room. On the floor, against the credenza, even atop of you. And you realize that you are in the professor's study of the Loremore's residence. And you can hear some kind of scratching on the other side of the door.
What happened? I guess I must have done a little bit too much research here. What is that infernal scratching I hear? The doctor makes his way toward the door, opens it up.
As you open the door, you see a female on her hands and knees scrubbing the floorboards. You see a frothy crimson liquid foaming about, and you see her putting a sponge in a bucket, bringing it back out and scrubbing the floor even more. And you could see right next to where she's scrubbing, there appears to be a body. She seems very...
Exasperated?
She seems very
Perbated.
perbated. She seems very...
Perturbed.
She seems very pissed.
Okay.
She's hungry.
So as I open the door and look at this, and just my head just swimming, I see the blood, the dead body. Anyways, I see this sight. I can't handle this right now. And I close the door and want to look around at all the open books
Okay.
to see if I can pretty much The Hangover piece this together, I guess.
I just watched his sweat dripped out of his beard onto his shirt.
It's hot, man.
It's fucking hot.
Dude, he's just deep in the roleplay right now.
Take that mask off.
You got to get to his level.
He's playing in the mask. So tell me what you want to look at.
Okay,
Cure a light hangover.
Cure-
not only that. Would it be
liquid restoration?
Would it be a perception or history check to try and remember what happened last night?
How about a history check?
How many hours ago? 6.
So, with a 20, the doctor tries to piece together what happened and sees all these books and realized maybe too deep in my research here and a little too much in the bottle. He picks up the nearest book to see.
As you start to scan through the book, combing through the pages, the book does nothing to replenish your memory about the events that happened the previous evening, but you just start to slowly piece it together. You remember returning back to the Lowermore residence and watching Kendra and Ermin engaged in combat with this headless corpse out in the hallway. You remember you watched him fall.
Pretty much, he got sniped.
Then you watched Kendra take a beating by her old man. Stay away from those bald-headed monks.
Those headless monks.
Yes, and the only thing that rings in my mind right now is Petros.
Yes.
Trying to remember who is Petros. I'm pretty sure he's a bad guy.
As the fog starts to clear out of your mind, you remember that Petros was the reason you're in Ravengrove for his funeral.
That's right. Came back to life as a headless corpse. Killed the monk over there.
You hear this soft sobbing coming from the hallway. You hear this scratching on the floor stop, and you just hear this sobbing. Too much.
At this point, the doctor's gathered his wits and goes back out into the hallway and is greeted by what I would assume is Kendra.
Yes. Can I make you some breakfast?
No, you're doing plenty fine on your own.
I believe this is addressed for you. And she pulls a note that's been pinned to the lapel of the second time deceased professor and hands it up to you. It says simply, "We've gone out. Bury the professor. Talos."
Bury the professor. Kendra, did your father have a wheelbarrow by any chance?
Possibly he was a man of study. He didn't work with his hands. The others took the carriage out back and mentioned something about going to the Temple of Pharasma and then on to the Wrestlands, but I don't know when they said they would be back.
Is the carriage still out back?
They haven't returned yet. Oh, I did mean to mention something. Sheriff Kayla came by earlier this morning. He brought news that 2 more letters have appeared on the Hairstone Memorial. The letters S and O. I don't know what this pertains to. I wish Oust was here.
Unfortunately, it's just you and me.
Oh. Kind of
Damn it, Kendra.
Loosens that upper button at the neckline.
Oh, not that way.
Oh, you go the other way, Doctor?
Not necessarily. It just depends what I'm in the mood for. But, so there's no carriage here? Is there, I mean, judging by this note here as I show it to her, seems like I'm supposed to take your father to the Wrestlands, and I don't feel like dragging him through town.
There were 2 horses in the stable. I'm sure that the boys only took one and hitched it to the carriage. The other one may still be in the stable out back.
Okay, so I will make my way to the stable with Kendra, and then
So this whole thing got started.
Along the way, Kendra, now are these, what kind of horses are these?
They're just old, broken mares. They're not going to win any race. They look like they were just purchased to do one thing, and that's pull a carriage, and that's it.
And die.
And die. My father got them on sale from the silk purse.
All right. Well, Kendra, do you want to join us in the Wrestlings to bury your father? Or are you perfectly comfortable here, having scratched your name out and claimed the residence for your own?
I will remain behind, but thank you for your concern. Be good to my father. She closes the door.
Damn.
I'm going to take both of the horses.
There's only one left.
Oh, there's only one.
The other one, per her inference, the boys had hitched the other one up to the carriage when they took
okay.
it.
I
Yeah.
thought it was 2 plus 1.
Yeah, the third one's actually a bottle of glue just sitting on the shelf over there.
Lead horse.
That's like the day it died.
Okay.
Damn, Junior.
My bad.
I like that one. That was good.
You're good.
Where's this doubloon?
Why not?
Yeah!
God, hell of a joke. There you go. Let's get these things out and play.
I fought for that because I knew Junior might die.
That's right.
I know.
So
I'm
you
prone for it.
throw Lormor over the back of this thing.
I do, and just if you want me to roll for it, but I'm assuming it's just some
No.
flea-bitten nag. I'm
It's-
just gonna walk the horse to the Wrestlings carrying the body.
So you're gonna go straight to the Wrestlings?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, is the body just like wrapped up in like that rug and just tied off and thrown on the back of the horse's back?
Oh no, he's probably got that thing like draped over him.
Yeah.
It is the headless zombie corpse over the
But it's her.
hindquarters.
But it's her father. Have some respect.
We already buried him once.
She doesn't have any. Why should I?
Then you should know that his plot's available.
I told him he should have taken more leeches. It might have helped him dodge the boulder.
Talos, Oust, and Irwin. Under the guise of burying Ermin, you were given permission to return to the Wrestlings by the Temple of Pharasma. Using Lorimar's journal, you were able to locate the false crypt that he had mentioned previously, a structure that he had proclaimed was a location of a hidden cache that would be most useful when you eventually went into Harrowstone. It was in that dank crypt that the three of you were beset upon by 2 giant centipedes. After their disposal and subsequent opening of the sarcophagus, you find the remaining items the professor had mentioned, a list of which I had already provided to you, Talos. However, of all the items, the one that seems the oddest is the thin, dark wood case, which has been decorated with an image of a scarab with a single eye glaring from its back. That same design that was on the manual of the Order of the Palatine Eye that you had taken possession of during the reading of Lormor's will.
It's like a member's card.
It's possible, yeah.
Probably.
What's the password?
So as you're standing in this dark, dank crypt, you start collecting all these items. You see arrows, scrolls, you see different vials, different colored vials, and you see that thin, dark wood case. As you opened it up, you discovered inside that there was a spirit board, a brass planchette. You see 4 vials out of 10 slots, meaning that 6 of them have already been removed. And inside you see like this cloudy red mist swirling about within it. This is what they look like. And this
Ooh,
is
fancy.
what the spirit board looks like as well.
Oh, shit.
Is it a Ouija board?
Yeah, it's a Ouija board.
And these are what the
Fuck
arrows
yeah.
A
look
Luigi
like.
board.
And you remember what the book looks like also.
Yeah. Oh, shit, so many cards. Can I look at the back? Or is this
There's nothing
spoilers?
on the back,
Okay.
which is kind of strange. You'd think they would have put something on the back.
Yeah.
Way to go, Paizo. So you see these 4 vials. There's this almost like living mist inside of it.
That seems awful precarious. Oust, have you seen any of these before? Or Erwin? Either of you?
Can I, would that be history or arcana?
Arcana.
Arcana. 9.
I got a 10.
10.
I got 24.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I asked
Why'd
everyone
you
what it
ask?
was. No, I was quizzing you guys.
Fools.
Neither Irwin nor Oust are familiar with this. Talos, because you are much older than the other two, and because of your previous studies with the professor, you know that what is contained within this vial is called a haunt siphon.
I take it he tells us.
As soon as I start finish writing this shit down.
You know that this has the capability to capture a haunt's energy within it.
Based on it already having a cloudy substance in it, do I think it's holding something right now, or is this what it looks like when it's prepared to hold something?
You know that that's what it looks like when it's prepared.
Okay.
What does strike you as odd is where have the other 6 gone? And why are these vials in conjunction with this spirit board as well?
Are these like pods like how like Ghostbusters use like to capture? No?
No.
Different thing? Never mind.
It doesn't have a foot release, I don't think.
A wah-wah pedal?
These canisters are. I didn't realize it at first, but they seem to be haunt siphons.
And they're not that big. They're probably like an 8-ounce beer, like a little
Oh, okay. They're
Coronita.
Coronita?
these are unused. They're ready to accept a soul or life force of a spirit.
Huh. I wonder if they're using the spirit board to summon something and capturing whatever was on the other end.
I'm not sure, but
I think there's only one way to find out.
I do have an idea of what we can do with the spirit board.
No, I also don't like the spirit board.
We recently learned of 4 letters, and I'm sure if we could find. I'm sure we could find something if we use them.
How does the spirit board? I'm not too familiar with the spirit board. Do you know how it operates? Do
well,
we call upon someone.
In high school, you get a bunch of your friends, you get wasted, and then you don't do that in high school.
No, I never touched that stuff.
No.
I'm going to tell you a true
You ever get
story.
some ditch weed and just hang it out?
This is a true story about a Ouija board my buddy and I got.
Oh yeah.
We started playing around with this stupid thing, and it was moving, doing this, that, and everything. Well, one night, I was by myself, and I got drunk, and I started fucking with this thing. I was like in my early 20s, and my TV turned on, and the volume maxed out. I turned it off. It did it again. It kept doing it. I unplugged the TV. I actually gave the TV away and threw the Ouija board away. I never messed with that again.
Well, you threw the Ouija board away.
I don't.
You're supposed to sign
want
off
it.
on it. Dude, haven't you seen a
You're
scary
supposed to
movie?
destroy it.
Well, it's out there now.
Where's he gonna get enough holy water to destroy it, dude?
Some poor soul has that Ouija board.
Good.
Yeah.
They could get that. I don't need it anymore.
And that's how the Annabelle doll was
right.
created.
So you want to?
You guys want to do this now?
Yes.
All right.
I want to see
Might
this.
as well try. So I'm gonna.
Okay, before you begin doing that, I want the 3 of you to make a history check.
Oh boy.
I'll use a different dice.
Fuck.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Help. Thank
Okay.
you. I got it like 12.
9.
9.
As you two elves start getting all cross-legged and sitting down, get ready to put your fingers on the little brass planchette.
I should say before I get cross-legged, I'm gonna
Get
on wild
cross-eyed?
shade. No,
Oh.
on wild shade from the wolf too.
Okay, that one's much better rather than watching the dog lick his balls. As you two sit down, get ready to play with this thing, Irwin says, "Wait a minute. What about my brother outside in the carriage?
You think he wants to play as well?
I can only give you one of those tonight for a quick-witted remark."
I think we can use Ermin. Use his body, use his soul.
Use it? How?
I was actually meaning, don't you want to bury his ass? It's out there in the hot sun rotting. But that's a good idea.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
go with
got
that.
I got another different thing. I thought he wanted to call
Yeah.
Ermin or
that-
Irwin to talk to.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah. let's
Yeah.
do
Everyone just stare at Nick.
All right.
And then just side thing too, as the doctor is leaving the house, is Ermin's body still on the ground?
No,
It's
we
gone.
haven't.
No, we haven't.
They have Ermin's body.
Yeah, we
Okay.
drag his ass.
Make a perception check, Doctor. The doctor.
You don't have to put "the" all the time. That
proper.
is 23.
Now you're on your way towards the Wrestlands, right?
Yes.
As you're moving along on old Nagy here, you notice that there are 4 men standing off the side of the road under the shade of a large oak tree. They have slick back hair, 2 days growth of beard, leather pants, tan shirts, and these guys have just this steel look in their eyes, and they're just watching you as you make your way up the road.
I don't like the brown shirts. Never mind. No one else.
I was gonna go with the brown pants, but I didn't know where
They
you
were
wanted.
wearing leather pants.
Yeah,
I
you
was
left
gonna-
it open. I didn't know where you wanted to go.
No, the brown shirts. It's what the Nazis wore. Unless they were part of the higher, whatever. Unless they're part of the death squad.
Anyways,
Anyway,
we'll cut that out.
it just seems like it's a nanny. I don't know. It's just not good people looking at.
No.
Erwin,
Yes.
bring it home, man. What are you gonna do?
So, do you guys want to try to talk to Ermin? Do you want to try to see if his soul can get captured by this vial?
I don't think we want to capture his soul. I mean, I thought perhaps, you came here all this way to see Ermin. Maybe you'd like to talk to him for a little bit. But,
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do.
At least say your goodbyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you just write in goodbye, Ermin, and then we call it a day, and then we move on to the next thing next guy we want to talk to.
Pour one out for the homies. Gone.
Yeah, let's open up one of these vials.
All right, so we all sit down and we try to communicate with.
Commit.
Commit.
Okay, to avoid the confusion of the spirit world, one of you must convey with Ermin.
I think it's Erwin.
Erwin, he's traveled this far. You might as well travel to the spirit world.
Okay.
Okay.
As you put your hands on the brass placent, make a will save.
Wisdom, I think.
I'm sorry. Make a wisdom save. This is one of those things that we have to.
6.
6. Your mind becomes clouded and you immediately become confused.
Oh, God.
Because we're just sitting here, it would normally be for one round, but that's your mind is just.
Oh, God. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. Everything's so much going on in my head right now.
Dallas, do you think he communicated?
No, not at all. I think
Ermin's much smarter than that.
I'm gonna take the Luigi board away. The spirit. I'm gonna take the spirit board away and take the planchette as well.
And it's not
Or
big.
with-
It's probably like 8
It's
by
a
10.
small one.
Yeah, I think I described how big the box was, but it had to fit in there, so it's relatively small, and the placent's relatively smaller than that, obviously. So.
Erwin. I think we just have to accept that perhaps Ermin doesn't want to be on the podcast anymore.
So you guys were down in the crypt. It's all nice and cool. You got Ermin's body down there with you, and Erwin is just dazed at this point. What are you gonna do?
I think we need to try to speak to him again.
I think we're done with Ermin.
Erwin, it didn't seem to work. I think we need to read the owner's manual on how to operate the spirit board.
I flipped the board over.
Oh, that's the instructions.
There it is.
Maybe we should properly bury him, and maybe we could communicate with him later.
That might be.
That makes a whole
idea.
lot of sense.
Yeah.
Did I do something? Oh.
Yeah, did you
Make a
want to-
history check. All of you.
Okay.
Let's see if we remember him. 19 on the die.
Okay.
9.
8.
As you mentioned that you want to bury him and save him for later, like bone.
No, I didn't mean like save him for
Oh,
later.
you're
Like
talking about
communicate it, like try the spirit board later.
We're going to cremate him, though.
Like once he's put to rest.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, we're
shit,
supposed to
yeah.
cremate him.
You remember that you wanted to cremate him. And I'll give you a gold doubloon for that, too. Welcome back to the United States, Goosh.
yeah.
That's right.
Dude, we're fucking living it up in America with all these
You guys are gonna need
gold
those.
doubloons.
Okay.
So-
what are you going to do? Burn him inside, outside? From the inside, outside?
Erwin, where would you believe it be respectful to
Yeah,
properly?
Is the ceremony commonly done outside, inside, you know?
Well, I think if we burn the body inside of here, we might suffocate. So
That is
probably want to do that outside.
This is a very practical ceremony, and
It is.
I very much appreciate
Yes.
this.
Okay.
Got to use logic. So yeah, let's burn the body outside.
Okay. So, describe for me what you do.
true. We'll build a platform for him, and
Yeah, how do you build the pyre?
He's going to use the carriage that Kendra lent you?
it's all right. She's got another one in her name.
Well, we typically like to do a Viking funeral, but unfortunately, there's no water, no boat, so we're going to build.
Oh, we do have a river down the way.
We do. Oh shit, we do.
We do have a river.
We do have a river.
And it goes right through town. Could you imagine that fucking thing going through the middle of town?
My eyes got huge. There's no water. I'm like, yeah, the River Thames pretty much flowing through the middle of town.
How far away is the actual river from?
We're not doing the
It
Viking
depends.
funeral,
Where
man.
you guys at? I'll check my map.
It's probably about a quarter of a mile from where you guys are.
I don't think these bridges are built for you to put a burning boat underneath them.
Yeah, they're pretty low to the water line.
Where are you guys at, though?
The Wrestlands.
Wrestling.
So like up here.
Right.
Oh, you're in the wrestling.
Yeah, we're like,
Okay.
We're like at
Right
the
there.
corner.
Are you in like a crypt or something? Or?
no, exactly where I'm pointing,
Okay.
which is a like a false crypt actually right there.
We're in the same spot where we begun the.
I'm gonna put the bottle
adventure.
cap exactly where we are.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Oh, set that one square. Okay.
It's only upside down though.
All right. Do we have time to make like a makeshift raft or something so we can float the body down this
We're
river?
not doing that.
We're not floating the body down the river.
Well, there's no lows. You're not going to be able to build a
All right.
raft. Huh?
All right. Then instead, we are going to try to kind of build. I don't know. Maybe like a. I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like
Bonfire.
Pyre?
a bonfire, like a pyre.
Something to rival the Winter Festival.
Like
Exactly.
a conical one or like a pyramid shape or something.
More
or
like pyramid. Yeah.
I said, think of like Winter Festival, just
So I imagine
Yeah.
you
Burn,
guys
baby,
start
burn.
taking odd slats out of the carriage, putting them in a semi-cohesive nest of kindling. You lay Ermin's body on top. You bring some of those giant centipedes up, squeeze the fat out of them, kind of tuck it around deep inside. Why don't you go ahead and make a survival check?
21.
21. This thing sparks up and it just starts lighting. Just
on its own.
well, he lit it. I'm
Oh, I see.
imagining.
I was like, shit.
I could produce flame. Like,
There are a bunch of ways we could
That
do it.
definitely would have made things easier for him, but I wanted to watch him do it. Let his
homie
partner on fire.
Yeah.
So you see these black puffs of smoke start licking the sky above, and as Ermin's saying his final goodbye to this mortal coil, you guys notice a young boy jogging up into the Wrestlands. There's a dog beside him, just, and you notice that this is young Pervin Elkard.
Fucking damn it, Pervin.
He says, "Mr. Talos,
Yep, Pervin.
Mr. Talos,
Yep.
Wood Rovin,
Yep.
Wood Wavin, Rovin.
Yep.
The council has asked me to ask that you attend them in the town hall tonight at 6 o'clock. All of you, and also Sir Talos. Jorfa at the forge sent me and said that you can pick up your item after 6 o'clock as well."
All right, that's great. Why don't you run along and tell Jorfa thanks?
Yes, of
And
course.
I produce another coin and give it to him, and I
As he's admiring
running
it,
off.
you notice the dog's ears prick up when the dog starts looking around, his head darting from side to side. And the dog starts to freak out a little, and he's like, come on, old river, let's go. And he starts tugging the dog.
What's wrong with your dog, boy?
It's not my dog. It's just a town dog. He follows me.
Do you think he smelt that I turned into a dog? Dogs have that reaction.
Yeah, I did too.
As he starts pulling the dog back out of the wrestlings, and you watching him go by, start to exit, you notice there is a figure leading a horse with something strapped to its back into the wrestlings itself.
I ready my shield.
Who's that?
Doctor, you notice that deeper into the wrestlings, there seems to be this large plume of black smoke rising against this pale blue sky. It smells like a barbecue.
Do you think anyone in town has noticed?
Oh, yeah.
By the way, just so you
Well,
know,
as far as I can tell, I made it far enough. No one in town, other than the brown shirts, noticed me coming to the wrestlings, and no one asked me.
Yeah.
it's close to a little after, about 5:15 right now.
Oh, supper time.
Yeah,
Everyone's
inside,
busy.
Yeah.
We actually have to leave soon.
But as the doctor approaches the wrestlings and sees this big black plume of smoke, does the doctor see anything else, or just that black plume, and it's like, is it all hazed out?
No, the plume is rising higher than the ground line, and as you're looking on, you notice that there are 3 figures standing in front of it, and they appear to be looking in your direction. And as you're looking at them, you notice a young, about 12, 13-year-old boy run past you with a dog and said, "I got a coin, sir. I got a coin." And he just keeps jamming down the road back into town.
Rob his ass.
I was thinking of a
me
way
your money.
to do that, but
Give me your lunch money,
I'll leave
boy.
it at that. Okay, so the doctor is going to make his way toward the burning, what doctor can probably tell is a pyre, because we're in the middle of a graveyard. As he's looking through the smoke and the clouds, he sees 3 figures and says, "Oh, I got another one for you to throw on there if you got enough fire going."
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Is that the doctor?
There's still more centipede.
It's still more sensitive.
So we throw
Yeah.
the professor's body.
Toss
into
him
the
on there, Doc.
All right,
good.
well, apparently, thanks for greeting me, but okay.
What's up, Doc?
Oh, hey, it's all my buddies. Hey, okay.
I called you Doc.
You finally
I
woke
don't
up
know
from
who
your
you
coma.
But anyway, so yeah, we'll just burn this wretched thing.
This wretched thing.
It's a zombie. It's not like it's
And
holy.
he did kill a party member. So
Yeah,
Just
He
this,
did.
this wretched thing.
He was a headless thing that nearly took down the party.
He took down one guy.
yeah. It was no
By
longer
himself.
One guy.
That was 25% of the party.
That was 20.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
It's a good percentage.
Yeah. Another person, you'd be 50% of the way there.
75%. It's
75% is the survival rate.
Dude, I'm like way past that. And by all means, I mean, we can all agree that the professor is not the professor anymore. So, I mean,
Yeah, okay. Okay. Fair.
I have no attachment to the professor whatsoever.
yeah,
He
well,
just showed up to the funeral.
this is zombie professor, so
Don't forget, I'm a contractor. Oh, the guy died. He's not paying me. Ah, fuck him. In the fire you go.
Okay.
Is spooky shit gonna happen?
No, I just had to roll something.
Okay.
As your funeral pyre goes unmolested, eventually dies out, nothing but ashes remain. Right now, it's probably... Yes, go ahead.
I would like to make my way over to the professor's original grave. Did he have a grave or a crypt?
He had a grave, I think.
He had a grave.
I would like to make my way to the professor's grave.
His grave was right there, and you guys are right there.
I'm going to do something while he's...
So it's probably
Doing
about 500 meters away.
Damn, I do have it on my map.
I'm going to use the spirit board to put in the letters. Fuck, I have my notes. 1 second.
VESO?
Yep,
Yeah.
VESO.
Okay, as you put your hands upon the spirit board, you start to channel. Describe for me what you're doing as you're channeling this.
Let's see. Talos is like, he's gonna put two hands on the brass planchette or planchette, whatever.
We're gonna say planchette.
Okay, and then he's
So
going
French.
The pointy thing.
the pointy thing, the triangle with the hole in it.
Oh,
And then
I like that.
and then he's gonna go over the letters VESO in that order.
Okay.
So, going to guide it. He's going to be focused on it solely. And then once he gets to O, he's going to try and let the board guide him as much as possible. He's going to try and like relinquish control.
Okay. Make a wisdom save.
Nope.
The brass planchette starts to twirl in place right over the O.
Should I use this doubloon?
What do you want to do?
I'm going to use this fucking doubloon.
All right.
This seems like it's important.
Okay.
Let's see. 8 plus 3 is 11.
Oh, he's actually showing
Oh, he's
it
showing
to
it.
him.
He's showing it. I'm going to cross my fingers, man.
11.
Is it 11?
Yep.
It's 11.
Thank God I use this fucking doubloon.
Another doubloon. No,
There you go.
I'll take that doubloon as I roll this
Percentile dice now.
percentile dice.
I don't know what this means.
740 is how I read it.
104.
So as you go over VESO, you feel a static shock go through your hands. The planchette begins to spin in place and then move to the letter R. And you hear a voice. It's a soft voice, but it's incoherent. It's just more high-pitched than anything else. And then it kind of dies down, and that's it.
All right. Damn. All right. Well, I got another letter.
You bought a letter?
Yeah. You only buy vowels.
It only cost one gold doubloon.
It only costs a doubloon.
Should you keep trying now that you know another letter?
I think I should, but I don't know if it's the kind of thing you want to do right away.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
We've got to go to the town hall meeting in not too long from now.
What letter did
At this
you get?
point, the sun has already set.
Okay. It's the letter R.
Letter R? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you know that there's a town hall meeting
Mm-hmm.
at 6. And Talos, you know you need to be somewhere at 6.
Shit. Which one is it? Is it the guy? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say it. Is it the unfurling scroll?
The kid just told you.
Oh, okay. No, okay. So it's still a town meeting. I thought you meant I had a different. I was like double booked.
No, well, you are. You got to be at the town hall meeting, and then Jorfa at
Oh.
the forge.
Oh yeah,
wanted
yeah.
you to
She
be
said
there
like.
at 6.
Yeah, she said after 6 I could pick it up. Okay.
No, at 6.
Oh, at 6. Okay.
Was it like a window of some kind?
Yeah,
Anytime after 6 to 9, you know.
No, it has to be
swing
at
by.
6 or I smelt it for
6
you.
to 9, dude. Anyways,
All right. I think we gotta go to the town hall though. I want to pick it up, but
are you up to speed on the town hall, Doctor?
no, I don't think he is. Although I did
I mean,
want
I've
to.
been there before, but I did make my way over to Petros's grave.
Okay, so you've left the other guys, but you never heard Pervin tell them what they had to do at 6.
No.
No, he
Okay.
just...
No.
They crossed each other while he was approaching us.
I have a coin. I have a coin. Good for you.
Doctor, what are we doing at Petros's graveside?
Just an investigation check.
Okay.
It appears to be a grave. Is it dug up?
It is totally dug up. You can definitely tell. What did you roll something? Oh,
I mean, describe it. I
Oh.
rolled crap.
okay. As you come upon the grave, you notice that it just looks as though a large mole had dug its way out of the ground. Just there's dirt everywhere, scattered for at least 10 feet in every direction, almost as though some unstoppable force had pushed this earth out.
Okay, so should we assume I was doing that while he was doing all the Ouija stuff?
That's a good
Yeah.
assumption. We'll
Yeah.
get to that.
Yeah. So then I come back and I was looking at the professor's grave. Won't believe what I saw.
What happened? What did you see?
It's completely dug up. It looks like something came up from the earth and pushed it all out.
Roll a belief.
Whoa! I don't believe it.
So he told you.
Were there any shovels nearby, or?
I didn't see anything. I just decided to come back.
Now, Erwin,
Figured.
you've been in
Yes.
town for less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
You went to join your partner, found out he's dead. Now you just cremated him after fighting these giant centipedes. Now you're back with your group. The whole group's back together. What are your thoughts at this point? I mean, because it just seems like you're moving from one thing to another, to another, to another. You're not really, there's no downtime. There's no...
Yeah, I'm trying to process this on the
it, yeah.
go, but everything's just kind of like perplexing to me. So like, I turn to the doctor. It's like, so the body just came out of its grave.
It appears so. The whole grave was dug up, and then he attacked the rest of the party and your partner, and now he's burning on the funeral pyre. Look over. Yeah, he's burning. So hopefully that's settled, but we'll see.
Gentlemen, I don't mean to interrupt you, but we should be going to the town hall.
No, what are we doing in town hall?
To be honest, I don't know, but our attendance was requested.
By whom?
I don't ask a lot of questions.
Well, luckily you have your local
That's why
businessman
you
with
get
you.
fucked.
That's right. Number one in
But they said,
town.
luckily you
Medical.
have we have on our side. I'm a local businessman. Can politic a little bit.
That's probably exactly what we need right now.
Erwin, is there anything that you would like to do with Ermin's ashes, or?
Spit on him.
Snort those fuckers.
I thought you were doing like a snot rocket or
No,
something.
it's like snort them.
Well, usually we send the body down a body of water, so I'm not really sure what to do with the remains. So
We do, I know you're new in town, but we do have a river if you wish to carry them forward. At this point, it is probably pretty mixed up with the professor's ashes.
What is the street value of Ermin?
Hey man, was he still wearing the medallion?
I have the medallion.
Oh, you have the medallion. Well, that was his.
I made sure to take it off his body.
Yeah.
I'll give him out of my pouch. I'll give him like an empty vial that he could collect some ashes that he thinks it's
As
Ermin's.
he does that, I put my hand out and say, like what Talos said, the ashes are mixed.
I'm gonna take the ashes anyway.
Okay. That's good to know.
Petros 3.0.
Let me write this down.
The river rises up.
Oh no! Put him back! Put him back!
So you scoop up, fill up the vial with the ashes. Looks like making those, when you go to San Diego and you make the different bath salts and stuff, different colored.
All right,
You
weirdo.
start making, what's that?
It was
I
like
said, all right, you weirdo.
or it's like the big candy sticks where you can put all the different
Yeah.
flavors.
So as you make your way back down the Restlands, you then start heading
Are those
So-
creepy guys still there?
southeast. Well, you haven't gone past that area yet.
Oh, okay.
No, the guys were by the house.
Oh, they were? Okay.
As you go southeast, you see the bridge that spans this river. Describe for me what you wish to do.
At this point, I see it's like a good opportunity to finally say goodbye to my brother. So I'm gonna take the vial and open up the cork on top, and I'm gonna dump out the ashes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say my final goodbyes. Erwin, I'm so sorry. I was too late.
You're Erwin.
Ermin. We were so close that our names are exactly the same.
Just the W of.
That's what I like on that.
Do you wear the
Sharpie
eagle
it
necklace
over.
upside down?
I'm so sorry. I wasn't able to save you. But I will live on and take your place
assume your identity.
Exactly.
I officially changed my name to Ermin, the long con.
Oh my God!
And I will wear this eagle medallion in your honor. May you rest in peace. Goodbye.
That deserves a gold doubloon.
That's right.
Sound like you were tugging one out, but that's cool. Erwin, you're all over me.
Brother.
You've surfed this beach.
I was just, Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Roll to dump it out, and it covers the rest of the party.
So as you guys make your way back across the bridge, it's dark at this point. You start moving past the northern dwellings. You notice there are lights on in the Temple of Pharasma and further into town. But you don't see those 4 individuals that you originally saw when you were on your way to the Wrestlands.
That should be a good sign.
Not necessarily. We don't know what they're up to. I preferred it when they were just sitting around doing nothing.
At least they're not here anymore.
Yeah.
They must have just gave up and went home.
Oh, yeah. It's probably fine.
That's what I think.
It's very convenient.
Yeah.
That's good.
The DM will never bring this up again, so let's stop talking about
Just
it.
throw those stats in the shredder. So you realize it's probably close to about 5:50 at night. You got just enough time to make it to town hall. And for you, Talos, you got just enough time to make it to one of 2 places.
All right. I'm going to let you guys go to town hall. I'm going to go see Jorfa.
The Smith's not far.
It's not far. I'll meet you later. I'll probably be a couple minutes late. I'm sure the governing body will understand.
Okay. So when you get to the hub of town, you each go your different directions. Erwin, God rest his soul.
Nice save.
Before
Yeah,
we split,
Yeah.
the invitation you have to come to town hall,
It was only verbal.
shit.
Yeah, sorry.
Erwin,
Yes.
the doctor, and Oust make their way towards the town hall. Talos, you break off and head towards the east towards Ravengrove's forge. You see that it is dark within the building. The only thing you can see is the glowing embers of the constantly lit forge. The door's open.
All right.
Towards the back.
I'll step in. Jorfa, how's my favorite smith?
So let me explain the door. The door leads in to the smith area proper. And then there's the forge in the middle, and there's all of her tools along the back wall. And there's a door that leads into her residence right off the side of the forge.
Okay, is she not in the forge?
She's not in the forge area.
All right, I still stay and I feel very foolish.
Okay, as you come in, say it again.
Jorfa, how's my favorite smith? And I look around and it's completely empty. Do I see a light on in the residence?
No, because it's a solid door. But as you say that, you see these shadows emerge from the corners of the forge, and you hear, well, let's just talk about your favorite smith. And let's talk about the stone you stole from the silk purse.
I haven't stolen anything.
And we'll hold on to that. As the 3 of you make your way towards the town hall, the door is closed, and you hear a lot of arguing, a lot of really excited conversations coming from within.
Aha, we must be celebrating something.
You see through the windows that there's bodies standing in the back of the room. There's people in the pews within. You can see that there's an assembly of some type up on the stage, but because the glass is kind of fogged, you can't see what's going on inside.
Must be one of those late night town hall after events.
Town hall meetings are the worst. I've dealt with them many a time. My advice to you, just deny everything and agree to nothing.
I like
Doctor's
those
advice.
terms.
Deny.
Good advice,
Great
doctor.
advice. All right, should we go inside?
The doctor will open the doors and lead the way into the town hall.
The doors fly open. You see that the town hall is filled to half capacity. You recognize many faces. You see Sheriff Kaler. You see Zokar and his son Pervin. You see Luthko and Martha Avenaki from the general store. You see Jominda from the apothecary. You see Lorman and Kess, who own the silk purse. You see a few acolytes and a few other town members. And you see up on the stage, you see 4 council members. From left to right, you see Vashian Hearthmount. You see a councilwoman to his left. And to that woman's left, you see a councilman. And then at the farthest end, away from Vashian, you see Mirtha Straylock. And they're arguing back and forth. And Vashian, as he's explaining his stuff, he looks and he sees the 3 of you enter, and he says, "There they are. If it's true that this bewitching of Ravengrow has increased exponentially since their arrival, then have them fix it." And the other council members kind of sigh in despair, and he begins to plead. "You 3, where's your friend? Things have gotten worse since you've been here."
The doctor wants to look around to see if he sees Jominda. Jominda?
Jominda is in there.
Oh, you're talking
From
about
the apothecary?
Yeah.
Jaminda's
Jominda the-
Jorfa?
Jorfa.
Jorfa the Dwarfa?
Jorfa is not there.
So as I look around, the doctor sees that. You can't blame us.
We don't blame you. We only think that you're some kind of a causality. You must understand that since you have arrived, things have gotten worse.
We deny this allegation.
Who are you? You look just like a bald-headed clone.
I'm his long-lost brother, Erwin.
Brother. Yes, of course you are. Or whatever. Min, Shin.
You don't understand. You would never understand.
I only understand that this town is my responsibility. And you hear Mirtha on the other end say, "It is all of our responsibilities, Vashian." And as she looks from him to the crowd and then to you 3, Doctor, you notice she looks at you and she kind of nods towards you. "Well, we must do something about this. We can't let this go unaddressed. Tell us what you need. If you need access to the town hall records, we can make that available to you. We can do whatever it takes, but we need to gain control of Ravengrow once again. These haunts are getting out of control. Our children are scared. Our women are scared."
If you want our help, in a public forum is not the best place to discuss this.
And you hear some murmuring through the crowd, through those gathered. "No, this is the best place. It's the best place. Oh, we bring it out in the open. Bring it out in the open.
Breed out in the open?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Bring it out in the open." And
Well, you don't know what this town's into. Actually, he does.
As things start
take it back.
building to a crescendo, the windows on either side of the building burst in, and it appears like these fireballs, these 2 large glowing fireballs have burst in to the town hall and slowly rise up, and you see that they are just these disembodied skulls on fire.
Oh, Jesus.
Back at the forge,
Where's Jorfa?
I wouldn't worry too much about Jorfa. How about you tell us what happened to the stone?
I'm not answering any questions until mine are.
Well, then, you might want to tell me a little more about where you were last night. That stone's not revolving around your head, right?
No.
Okay.
Talos put it away because he doesn't want this guy,
Okay.
anyone to see it in
All
town.
right. Well, where were you last night?
I stand by what I said. I need to know where Jorfa is.
Well, you must understand that Lorman and Kess pay us good coin to get answers and protect their property.
They must not pay very good coin for you to hire me to take something off their hands.
We shall see about that as we roll for initiative.
Just him.
I know. I just wanted to
You're
roll.
just rolling.
I just wanted to get the bad one out of the way.
I just wanted to roll.
I need a roll.
Damn it. Haven't we learned
trying to roll
safety in
play.
numbers?
What do you got, Talos?
Roll numbers.
8.
Oh, fuck, you barely beat me.
I beat you?
You beat me. I got a 5.
Oh my god. Fucking hell, man. I don't want to fight this guy.
Cue Duel of the Fates.
Well, it's not just one guy.
Still Duel of the Fates.
You see two more come out of the shadows.
Are they all inside? Or there's no one coming in from outside the building, or?
Let me kind of draw this out real quick.
Gone past theater of the mind.
Let's clear this thing
I need actual fucking grid marks.
Ah, there it is. Oh wait, that's the town hall. That's town hall. Perfect. 3 against 1. This should be fair.
That'd be a bad idea.
Okay, Talos. So you've entered from this open area right here. That's the doorway that leads to the residence proper.
Yeah.
You see that there are these 3 killers starting to come out from behind the shadows. What are you going to do?
Is producing the what is it called? The Ion Stone like a free action or bonus action or anything like that?
It's just a free action.
It's a free action?
Yeah, just command it. And
All right. I'm going to command the Ion Stone up. And then I'm going to step...
As you do that, they say, "We knew you were a liar, elf."
Well, you won't know for long. And then I step out of the building as far as I can go, so 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. And then...
Sorry, I took that fucking guy with me.
and then...
It's on you like steak on shit.
and then I pull out a stick of butter. I say, I hate casting this spell. I put it in my mouth, start chewing it, cover my hands, and then I spit the spell grease onto the doorway.
Okay.
So there's a 10 by 10 square of grease at the doorway.
Yes?
Yep,
Okay.
that's my turn.
Alrighty.
Actually, I'll send Otto to go find Oust.
Okay. So the owl bails.
Yep.
What did we determine was the ability to jump over certain things?
Acrobatics?
It's like an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check?
Oh, on the...
Or athletics.
Athletics.
Well, depends. I mean, you could break it down to, are you vaulting over it or just doing like a hood slide across the car?
Gonna jump over this thing. Okay, so the first guy goes to jump over it. He doesn't jump over it, so he lands on the front side of it.
Okay.
Like you're worried about spilling beer, right?
Hey, man. Why I gotta bring up the past? Why I gotta bring up old stuff?
So it's considered difficult terrain at that point, right?
Yep. He's also prone probably, unless he probably has to make a dex save.
Make a dex save.
Bust his ass.
Okay, so he stands upright. So he still makes it next to you. And he pulls out a rapier and he goes to jab you with it. 14?
14. That just hits.
Oh, 5 points of damage.
Okay. My arcane ward will take those 5 points of damage.
Okay. The other 2 move up towards the grease. And as they begin to move forward, the one that's closest to the residential door gets cranked in the back of the head by 2 light hammers and sinks to the ground as these 2 small hammers just completely cave in his skull. And you see standing behind him, Jorfa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
He's always counting Jorfa.
Roll for initiative. Irwin, Oust,
I'm gonna use the metal dice for
Doctor,
this one. Oh, yeah.
Oust. What do you got?
14.
Doctor,
11.
Irwin, right?
Whoever the fuck you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
4.
All right. So you see these 2 flying skulls burst in through either window, and they immediately begin to attack the town's hall people.
Good.
Just, just so you know,
Human shields.
if anybody dies, your trust goes down.
Fuck me,
What
dude.
is this, a GTA
I
mission?
mean, we were all there. They saw it. We didn't kill him.
The first one attacks Jominda
Does anyone
and
have a
actually
taunt?
hits her. for 6 points of fire damage and 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
And she goes down to the floor.
Is she dead?
She's not dead yet,
Down.
but the floor starts to catch fire in the area that she's in.
God.
Oust, what are you going to do?
Oust is going to wild shape into a wolf.
Because his fur is totally fire retardant.
Who you calling retarded?
Who you call retarded?
Oh my God.
Oh, man, Judy, I tell you. Where are you at, Erwin?
I don't know. Did we establish places? So
We just kind of
No, we were waiting.
We're just by the door, so we're at the
Okay.
entry point. So I'm just behind.
I'm point. The
dock.
doctor's point. That's-
So as he moves in, he's just going to move 30 feet into the town hall and place himself in the middle.
right in the kill box.
I've been bird boxed.
Doctor, make a perception check while you're back there.
18 on the die plus 5.
You notice that the 4 council members are trapped at the back of the town hall, and behind them appear to be 2 large bookcases. They start to cloister together in fear.
So my first thought is Jominda like pretty much in like a puddle of fire?
The floorboards around her are kind of inflamed, but she's not engulfed in flame herself, but she is unconscious at this point.
Okay, I'm going to the skull that attacked her. I am going to fire off Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So he has to make a dex save.
1. Totally fails.
3 points of damage.
3 points of damage on number 1.
Yes, and then I will move up next to Jominda.
Okay.
And then I don't think I can do anything else.
That's a damn fine mini.
Once more.
So what do you do when you get there? Is that all you do?
That's all I can do.
Oh, okay.
I start readying myself to spare the dying.
I'm preparing for your imminent death. Erwin, what are you going to do?
The dock drops. Like
Yeah, the door's right
business
behind
card.
you.
No, dude, she's the apothecary. That's part of my guild. She can't die.
let's see. Can I make it outside and save myself?
Save myself. Look what you've done to him. You've broken the player.
Is the oil I'm wearing flammable?
That's a very real question to ask, you know?
Is it vegetable oil, baby oil? We're not sure.
He's all doused in KY. Yeah, fist me.
All right, I'm gonna get next to the skull that attacked Jominda,
Okay.
and I'm going to use
Punch it.
my short sword. That's gonna fail.
All right. Is that a 1? Oh,
Four,
okay.
4.
Okay.
But then I'm gonna use one of my key points.
All
to do
right.
Flurry of blows. That's 2 unarmed strikes. And
You just going to set it on a 20?
Whoa, wow, what a roll.
do I have to roll for that?
Yeah, each attack you roll.
Jesus.
All right.
Maybe.
The very last one hits.
Okay. What's the damage?
You need to make a key save of 8 plus.
No. This
He
is an
doesn't
attack.
have a key.
This is just an attack. So you roll damage,
Okay.
and you use like I think your martial weapon's like a D4 right now or something like that.
Tell me again.
3 points of damage.
3 points of damage.
Yeah.
That
As
was
you
great.
watch this skull explode in flaming particles, just
Hey man, yeah, you turn.
See, they don't have much HP.
All right. Yeah. Oh, okay.
You
well,
Townspeople, we can fight them.
Yeah, you turned a miss into a kill, man. The key point was fucking worth it.
He took 7 points of damage to kill it.
at this point, the
Yeah.
townspeople actually start to flee out.
Pussies.
They start to funnel their way out.
Let's lead this to the heroes.
Yes. Walk, do not run.
Walk, do not run to the exits. Form an orderly line.
Please do not panic.
Follow the lighted signs.
There's one guy left.
Yeah, he's there.
Is he just a badass ball?
He's just there.
He's
Talos.
a plot point.
He's a plot point.
Talos.
Oh my god.
What's your plot point your way out of this Hold on a second. Before you go, Talos.
Yeah.
Oust. You notice this owl fly in to the town hall. And it just kind of sets its ass down
Wait, have you been a wolf this whole time?
I just turned into a wolf.
on the furthest back pew. You know. Ooh. Now, how intelligent is he as a wolf?
He has his mental stats.
I have my mental
So
stats.
you recognize
actually-
that is Alos.
Alos. I'm
Alos.
like, I'm Alos.
Sorry.
Talos and
He has an immeasurable number of nicknames, but his name is Otto.
Oh, you notice Alos fly in and sit down on the back pew.
Since talking is a free...
You're a
Shouldn't get-
wolf.
What the
Why
fuck you
can't I
got?
talk to him?
I don't think
Is
you
that
can
a
talk.
spell?
You're in the shape
I
of
can't-
a wolf.
You can't make human words.
Actually, I thought I
Bark,
could.
bark.
Oh, dude, are you a husky though? Maybe.
I think I could.
It'll just be whining, just. "Ah,
Why don't
oh,
you?
there's something wrong.
You could take a shit in like right in your poo.
A shit in my poo?
Not shit in your poo, right in your poo. Like right,
With my paw?
not right in
Oh.
it, but right. Hey Al, how you doing? IDK? Sad
Is
face.
Owl just like perched up on the back pew?
Yes.
Oh, I know that's probably not a good sign.
No,
Never a good sign at the
Put
Owl's
your owl
just
where you
chilling.
want to be at, Talos.
that's perfect.
All right.
No, I want him clawing at Oust's eyes. No. I like him where he is.
I thought I could speak even if I took an animal form.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, we might have to go check the boards on that.
Yeah,
one.
we might, but I don't think you
Worry
can.
about that later.
Yeah.
Let's say right now you can't.
Then I can't communicate to anything. But knowing that Talos might be in trouble, I am going to. It's my turn, right? Or
Yes.
did I just notice him?
Whose turn was it? Yes, it's your turn.
It was
my turn. Okay, I am going to move.
Actually, no, it's not your turn. You just
The
noticed
skull's
that. The
never-
skull goes next. As you notice this,
Then I just turn and bark towards the owl, and hopefully people
Well,
turn
just
to.
wait. The skull has to go.
skull's going to go.
Ah, damn it!
So the skull has 3 targets. It's got Murta, it's got Oust, and he's got Elkard,
Who's Elkert?
Pervin's father.
Oh, no one gives a shit about that guy.
So he goes after Oust, and you see this gout of flame burst forth from it as he runs,
time.
as it flies towards you. 16
16 will hit.
for 8 points of damage. 3 of it is bludgeoning, and 5 of it is fire damage as your fur begins to ignite.
Does it?
Does it?
Does it?
It
Are you
does.
sure about that?
Are you sure?
So you're going to have to stop,
Drop and roll.
and roll.
It's all right. I'm a dog, so I could do it really quick.
Yeah, you can do a nice rollover.
But it is your turn, so
Well, I'm gonna use half my movement just to drop and roll.
okay. Make a dex check.
Damn it, you made me roll. I thought it was a free thing.
No.
16 on the die.
Okay, so the fire goes out.
Fire goes out. I use the remaining movement to move towards the skull and attempt to bite it.
Attempt to bite a skull.
No. I mean, it looks like a ball, okay?
Yeah, what else can wolves
On
do?
fucking fire, but that's cool.
It's all right.
Looks like a
Dog
toy.
doesn't know. 5's going to miss.
Yeah, it'll totally miss.
Like you said, how you said a dog doesn't know, but we just talked about how it has your mental stats.
Doctor.
Oh, damn it. That's right.
Okay, as I'm next to Jominda, I will reach down and cast.
Cop a feel. I'm gonna reach down and grab her like a 6-pack and pick her up.
No, I'm
Like
just
a
going.
bowling ball.
I was going to cast Spare the Dying on Jominda,
Okay.
and then I will use my movement to make it up onto, I guess, the stage here in Town Hall.
Okay.
Was it karaoke night? Look at all these people.
Okay, so you're up there on the stage and you see Vashian right next to you. He's like, "You must save us, young man. Doctor, please."
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Put out the flames. They're getting out of control.
I can't do that, but look over there.
Huh?
As Irwin.
What?
My turn.
It is yours.
Okay. I am going to actually join the doctor on stage and
Yeah, right on. Joining me on stage.
get a concert going, and I'm going to I'm going to try to step.
You actually raised off your seat to say that. That's awesome. Yeah, go on. Give me that fucking mic, yo.
I was going to actually see how much I can move. I was going to stand in front of the council members to try to protect them from this skull.
Okay. Talos. You're fighting out in the middle of the hub of town at this point.
Okay, I have to move away from him, so I guess he gets an opportunity to attack.
Very good.
So I'm gonna step away.
I believe that will probably 12.
That'll miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
I'm moving 30 feet back, and I'm casting a ray of frost as I do so.
Don't you? Okay.
That's why I moved back first. Otherwise, I would have had disadvantage.
You wind up right next to us. This flaming skull. Okay.
They're everywhere.
So ray of frost. Let's fucking roll this d20. Where the fuck is my d20?
I know it's an odd dice to use. But,
I placed it somewhere, man. I wanted to use the purple one, and I placed it somewhere. 20 to hit,
that'll hit.
and that is 5 points of damage, and his movement speed is reduced by 10.
Right. Okay.
That is my turn.
You see him pull out a hand crossbow, drop to a semi-crouch, and fire at you. Make a dex save for that one.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yes.
god. And you hear this twang as the hand crossbow string snaps. Just poing, rendering it useless. The other leather-bound brigand moves towards Jorfa and begins to attack her. And misses. Jorfa continues with her dual hammers. Both of them will hit.
This fucking truck is such a badass.
What does she use?
Most Smiths are.
Also, most people in villages before you're level like 3.
And drops him to his knees as he crumples with a crushed skull. Jorfa, MVP.
Yes, yes, very much so.
The skull begins to move throughout the town hall, doing its best to light everything on fire, and makes its way towards the bookcase. It's got 1, 2, 3 for the bookcase, 4, 5,
If
6
I was-
for Murta.
Right next to it, do I get an attack of opportunity?
Did you move towards it?
Yeah, I jumped up towards it and bit it.
Okay, go ahead.
18 will hit.
That'll hit.
6 points of damage.
6 points, okay.
So then technically it's.
Yeah, it's still going to move up there, though, because it didn't kill it.
Oh, it didn't kill it?
But I
Okay.
thought that attack of opportunity.
It doesn't
Stops it
stop.
where it
It
is.
doesn't stop the movement. He can just attack, but he can continue the movement and take it. So 1, 2, 3 for the bookcase, 4, 5, 6 for Murta.
Need Sentinel.
Begins to attack the bookcase, and the bookcase begins to catch fire.
God damn it, we need those books.
Oust.
Why is this fucking skull is too smart?
Attack, boy. Go get him, boy.
Oust.
Go get him, boy. Go get him. Go get that motherfucker, boy.
I was seeing the place going up in flames and remembering that the owl's back there, knowing that the owl's presence is just bad news bears. He's actually going to run up towards the owl. And does the owl do anything?
Is Talos in a well, boy?
What's
Yeah.
what's he doing? Run into the owl?
No, run up to, not run in, run up. Like knowing that there's something wrong and kind of like,
With the owl? Was he like?
no, knowing that something's wrong with Talos. I mean, the
Oh.
owl wouldn't be here for no reason.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hung boy.
What's the
wrong?
matter?
Is Talos in the
Timmy
well?
in the well?
Talos is in the well?
Damn it.
Jimmy's in the well.
I told him to get out of there.
So, this owl communicates with Talos telepathically. Talos, how are you going to plan on having your owl communicate with Oust?
I was just gonna ask him to lead Oust to me, and I was gonna let you decide how the owl behaves.
Okay, so
Try and
the owl
get him
begins to flap its wings crazily and go in circles. Make an intelligence check.
Here's intelligence. Oh,
That explains it
You know
all
what?
right there.
20, motherfucker.
Followed immediately by a mic drop.
So you get the gist that not only this is Alos, but that Talos is in trouble, and it leads you out of the town hall.
Do I still
Right
have-
across you can see in the middle of town, just outside of a gazebo that occupies the center of it, that Talos is firing off these rays of frost towards someone that is closing the distance upon him.
I also have the ion stone out.
Yeah.
Which specifically said I wanted to keep on the down low.
So I'm assuming you've exited.
I'm
to
gonna
follow
move
them.
as far as I can to follow on the owl.
Okay.
Thanks.
Doctor,
Hey man, the building's on fire.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at the other skull. And he has to
Okay.
make a dex save.
fail.
Ooh.
Yeah.
4 points of radiant damage.
As this skull absorbs this radiant damage, describe how it expires from the material world.
As the radiant damage hits, instead of exploding, it compresses on itself and just drops to just bone fragments on the ground.
Dust as it completely goes dormant.
Well, that was easy.
Of course.
You want to pop him up there real quick?
Erwin,
Sorry.
now that we're out of combat
Yes.
in the town hall, you notice that the council members are still shitting in their pants. You watch,
Save the books!
you
Save
watch
the
as
books!
the doctor puts down this last skull, and you hear him say,
Save the books!
So I'm gonna run over to the bookcase and I'm gonna try to fan off the fire.
Oh, Jesus.
with oxygen. That's a good idea.
Jesus.
You know, like with like a blanket or something.
Oh,
Smother it.
Trying to smother the fire.
He's
That's what
smothering the fire.
Okay,
Isn't
don't
that-
say yeah. I fan the fire.
And the
I fan the
flames
fire to make it expand more.
okay.
to spread it to the other books.
So
The
I
other
try to
bookcase
smother
guys
the
are-
fire.
What do we have for a
Smother?
I try my best to spread this
He could
embers.
use his bedroll.
I do have a bedroll.
perform a survival check on it?
Survival.
Yeah. See if you could figure out how to put this thing out.
That's gonna be 25.
Oh, how you had me in the first half.
Why'd you say oof?
Yeah, you had me in
I
the
was just like,
first half.
oh.
How'd you
So-
get to 20? Fucking,
Erwin
Jesus
just
fucking Christ.
pulls off this golden eagle medallion. It kind of goes, boop, and the whole flame just drop down and die out.
Damn, that's a magical medallion.
Takes Myrta, just rips off her cloak, leaving her in her brassiere. Puts out the fire.
That's Murga's secret.
The books have been saved. Talos, you see your owl returning at a much greater speed. Lands right next to you, and this man has actually moved half of his distance towards you. 'Cause
Okay.
he would have done that on
Okay.
his last turn. So
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost one more time. 22 to hit.
that'll hit.
Only 1 point of damage.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that fucking sucks.
Damage is damage.
Damage is damage. I'm going to move. I'm going to move 20 feet away. I've got to keep that distance.
Okay.
Because if he hits me, I might fucking die.
Okay.
And you're off the map.
I'm off the bat. And I'm hoping Alice is just going to come in
Okay.
and rescue
As
me
you
from
move
there.
your 20 feet back, you pass Oust by 10 feet, who is now still in wolf form.
Can I stealthily move? Like prey?
You're like out
have
in the
moved
open.
Up fourth. You see Jorfa leaving her forge and moving towards him from behind. What are you going to do, Oust?
Alice is going to move. I guess I got 2 movements. All right. He's going to move up 30 feet, which isn't his full movement, actually. And he's going to bite for 15,
That'll hit.
6 points of damage.
6 points. Describe how you kill this individual
As he sneaks
in
up,
wolf form.
out of complete darkness, he's going to go straight for the jugular and just rip it right out.
You see
Yes.
his jugular rip out, and because there's no front skin left to his throat, his head folds back like a Pez dispenser, and he collapses right at your feet.
I'm gonna violently shake that extra flesh I had in my mouth and spit it towards. What was the blacksmith's name?
Jorfa.
And spit it towards Jorfa, letting him know he's next.
She's next.
Jorfa's
She's
good.
next.
Roll for initiative.
Oust! Down, boy, oust! Jorfa's okay. She's with us.
Speaking of Jors, did Jorminda survive?
She did. She managed to get up and was escorted out by some of the other town folk.
Oh, good.
By the EMTs.
No, it's my apothecary shop.
Dude, can I just say I was like super worried you're gonna kill what's his name in the chaos.
I was wondering what was going to happen.
I saw him get on stage. I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna do it now.
Well,
Nobody's
that's
safe.
good. Even you guys don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
I don't.
It's a wild card.
Well, I didn't think you were gonna do it at first.
I got
And then
the
when you got on
brakes,
stage, I was like,
motherfuckers.
dude, what's he doing on stage?
I was curious to see what he was going to do with that. I was waiting.
I know the backstory, but at this point, it was damage control.
So we are technically out of combat at this point.
Oust is still raging. Arrgh.
He's not fucking
Rafu.
Rafu.
Well, he kind of is because I think he's living out his fantasies of being a wolf that Rafu never got to
Yeah,
do.
that is.
Yeah, he's feral, that's for sure.
Okay, so we'll go with the Jorfa, Oust, Talos thing first. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna walk up to Jorfa.
Okay.
Jorfa, are you all right? What happened?
Well, yes, I'm fine. Are you familiar with who these people are?
I've seen them around town. To be honest, I think one is missing.
What do you mean? What is missing?
Around town, I saw 4 of them staring at me oddly. Well, not me necessarily, but my party.
She runs back into the area where the forge is at.
I'm gonna follow her.
Hammers in her hand, just this aggressive stance. And you could tell that at some point in her life, she must have been formally trained. Mm-hmm. And she's a really old woman. I mean, even for dwarf standards, she's very, very old. Mm-hmm. She goes in there and she goes through the whole thing. You see her with her hands on her hammers start pumping the forge with her foot, and you see it start to get brighter and brighter and brighter till it lights up all the corners of the area. And she's looking around. She doesn't see anybody else in the forge proper.
I'm gonna go in and join her.
Oh.
Yeah, in this firelit forge.
Welcome.
Yeah, no, I doubt in a forge. Everyone just hates life in a forge.
Jorfa, if we haven't found him in here, he's probably out telling his master what's happened.
What have you brought to my doorstep?
Nothing I can't clean up. Have you completed the sword, or was that just one of their ruses?
No, I asked for Pervin to deliver the message to you. Yes. Here it is. And she reaches up to a cabinet and pulls it out, and she hands you your cane.
Sweet. I grab it, and
She says, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Clean up this mess. And I don't want to see you or your friends ever again.
that won't be a problem.
She enters her residence and closes the door, and slowly the forge just dies down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna take out the bodies, clean up the blood. Fuck it, I'm gonna toss the bodies in the river, all 3 of them.
We're gonna tie cinder blocks to him too, or
No. They're just gonna float down the river.
Okay. As you're doing that, Oust, you're with him.
Yes.
Dr. Irwin, you two remain behind in the town hall.
Council members, you see how they've been attacking the books. I have a safe place.
What do you know of safe places in Ravengrove? There's no place safe here. And you see the younger man who was standing right next to Murta. Looks to be about half as old as Vashian, more regally dressed. It says, "Hold on there, Vashian. Let's listen to the man. Let's hear what he has to say. I mean, he just saved us. He saved the town hall. He saved your precious books. Listen to what he has to say. Go on, young man. Woman. Doctor.
There is a good library, I know. We can take all these books. That will be in a safe place.
And where would that be?
Professor Petros's house.
It's only been attacked by Professor Petros once.
Himself.
And then zombies once.
But it was only once.
Twice.
We had 2 flame skulls. That's a greater magnitude in my book.
As the council members look at you, Myrta moves forward. They're still kind of undecided at this point. She moves forward and says, Doctor, were you to take these books, how would you put them to use?
I would have to study them first, obviously, to figure out what's going on. I've been asking for a long time. I wish to study the books, to learn what's going on, to help you all out. I mean, that's pretty much where I'm set up now. It's best for my laboratory and
You are
breakfast nook to read my books there.
You are aware that these letters on the Harrowstone Memorial are increasing, correct?
Yes.
They are apparently spelling something out.
Yes.
And what do you think would happen once whatever is being spelt out is finished being written?
That will require more research on my point.
But do we have 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights left? We don't have time as a luxury, Doctor.
That's why I bring him back to where all my notes are. And we can begin delving through these volumes.
What about you, oiled one?
Yes.
Oiled one. You, American Gladiator.
What do you think?
Yes.
Crisco, what do you think?
I think that we need time to study these books, these novels. These skulls were trying to attack the books, not the townspeople. The townspeople were collateral. The books is what they were after.
But why?
We don't know why. That's why we need to study them, see what the contents of their books are.
We can provide some kind of executive position for you and your friends to help us remedy this problem, but time is not on our side. Well, now, let them be. Vashian tries to come forward and regain control of the council. They may need time. What can you do? We don't have time, Vashian. What can you do as heroes?
Unfortunately, it will take time to figure out what's going on.
Time. Yes, it will. You have until next session.
Ba-dum-bum. Oh, man. I'm still in wolf form. And I piss on that building.
Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to the show on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, and iHeart Radio. And if you like what you're hearing, please leave us a 5-star review. You can also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or visit the website at rollthehard20podcast.com and check out the galleries we have there. We got a lot of interesting stuff posted. And finally, join us on our Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. There's a lot of interesting opportunities there for you to join the show, receive bonus content, and swag. Until next session, keep your dice warm and glass full as you roll those hard 20s. What the fuck was that, yo? Oh my.
All right. Do we have some napkins?
It's like the first time I'm with a new girl, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. This never happens, I swear.
No, this never happens.
It's never happened.
It's out right there, handsome.
This never happens, I swear.
Under the roller.